Hi there, I'm Jay, and welcome to the video. I have been making fake Pokemon designs for a few years now, and I've recently just finished up making a Greek Pokemon region on my Instagram. And honestly, ever since I did, I've been thinking about doing a next project on YouTube too. I'm gonna assume here, considering you clicked on this video, that you, much like me, do like the Pokemon franchise. And probably even more specific, you perhaps do enjoy Fakemon too. So in this video, I would like to introduce you to a new Fakemon project I've been working, including a whole new region and a brand new set of starter Pokemons I would like to introduce to you in this video. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the Yongyo region. This region is based on the country of South Korea. For about a year now, if not longer, I've been doing my best to read up on stories and mythology, flora and fauna, and all sorts of fun information I could find about the region, which has been very exciting for me as a creator. Now, I do feel like I need to give a little bit of a disclaimer here, that I am not from South Korea myself. I do not have family in South Korea. I have no actual ties to the country itself. This whole project is mostly born from me wanting to do something fun, and over time I found myself being more and more interested in the country at large. Of course, with this being a Pokemon project, you'll find yourself working with general themes. With this being South Korea, the main theme I chose to work with for the region was a theme of traditionalism versus modernism. And as a secondary theme to both of those, I decided to incorporate music as a theme, considering South Korea has gained a lot of notoriety from its booming K-pop industry. With both these themes in mind, I've given this Fakemon project the names Pokemon Harmony and Pokemon Discord. I feel like that's enough preamble for now, so let's get into some Fakemon, shall we? Now, when it comes to starter Pokemon, you want to make sure your designs are solid and recognizable by their silhouettes. Which, to be fair, is a big hurdle to clear. But by doing so, you will make sure the starters are able to stand out. After having gone through a couple of different designs, the starters I finalized for the region are the grass type, Springuli, the leaping Pokemon, the fire type, Torrigre, the smoking Pokemon, and of course, the water type, Tubbear, the buoyant Pokemon. This new set of starter Pokemon, or first Pokemon, which for some reason they recently decided was a good idea to start calling them, will be your first Pokemon you'll meet in the Yongyo region. From here, I would like to take you with me to see what went into these new starter Pokemon. Let's take a look at the grass type starter first, Springuli. While yes, I do realize that a frog with a lily pad accessory is not a groundbreaking design innovation, I do believe that the way I've incorporated it in its evolution line will be a fun new twist on the idea. Its name, Springuli, comes from the words spring, both as in the season and to jump, and Korean word for frog, being geguri. I really hope my pronunciation was good enough for that. Springuli obviously takes inspiration from frogs, but more directly from a folktale from Korea about a green frog that would never do as he was instructed by his mother. More or less summarize the story, by the time the mother was about to pass away, she had requested to be buried by a riverbed. With her request, she expected her son, the frog in the story, to do exactly the opposite as she requested. The mother thought that with her request to be buried by a riverbed, the son would instead do the opposite and bury her at a mountaintop. Despite this, the son, for the first time in his life, actually did do what the mother asked of him. So now, in order to try to be a good little boy, the frog buried his mother by the riverbank, as she requested. Sadly though, when it started raining, her body started washing away with the rain. Now, every time it rains, the frog cries from his mother. Though this story may have its roots in China, it has become amongst the more known stories and fables in Korea, used to discourage children from misbehaving. And well, look at him. He's just a mischievous little lad. I tried to focus it on the mischievous part of the character built in the story. And I really hope that does shine through in the attitude in the design for a Springuli. The orbs on its tongue are sticky little nectar globs, which are, in design, based on multiple carnivorous plants. They have a similar way of catching bugs. It even has little bounce pads on its feet to allow it to bounce even higher and easier. Heck, it even has a little cape and gloves to emulate the mischievous kid energy even more. Really, the leaping Pokémon. Springuli have a special pad on their feet which allows them to reach greater heights when jumping. The orbs on the end of Springuli's tongue are made of a special sweet nectar it uses to draw in bugs. This nectar is super sticky, which helps them to capture their prey and save them for later. Now, let's move on to the fire type, Torrigre. And yes, first things first, I do know there's already a fire type cat starter Pokémon in Litten, but with the tiger being the national animal of South Korea, I thought it was most befitting of a starter type Pokémon. Plus, just trust me on this one. Its name, Torrigre, stems from the word torrid, very hot and dry, plus thorn and tiger, from a couple of different folktales from Korea about tigers. Though in these stories, while they are often a main character in them, unlike most Western tales about tigers, these tigers would be treated more as a fool if anything else. I believe this characterization would lend itself nicely to an overconfident outlook, an attitude of "look at me, I'm the best," which I certainly hope shows in the post I gave to Torrigre. The orbs around its neck and making up part of its tail are meant to resemble beads, most often used in prayer and associated with monks and other spiritual practices, which is some nice foreshadowing right there. These beads are dark like charcoal and smoke, plus on the end of its whiskers are little balls of fire, which are meant as a nod to incense, and to a story asking why tigers smoke, in which, from what I've gathered, it is a shorthand to say once upon a time. Torrigre, the smoking Pokémon. Its prideful disposition is a mere facade for a Pokémon that wants nothing more than affection. Its tough claws can slice through rock. The smoke from its collar and tail can be used for beauty products. Which now leaves us just the water type, Tubbear. And let me just start right there. It's a tubby bear. It's just a little round guy with big round ears, and it's genuinely happy to just be alive, which intentionally is the point for it. Tubbear, his name stems from the word tubber, inner tube, tubby, and bear, and by extent, teddy bear. Look, it even has its own little floaties on the side of its body, which it can expand at will. It will just float around all day in the water and be content. Which I believe to be perfect for it, considering it's partly inspired by buoys, also by Tubbears, the kids with little inner tubes, and by little teddy bears. Tubbear also takes part from its inspiration from a similar source as Torrigre, being a bear in a story about a bear and a tiger wishing to become human. It's part of the creation myth of Korea, but that's a whole different story to dive into now. Pun intended. I do think it's better to save that for when it evolves. Tubbear, the buoyant Pokémon. A Tubbear can inflate the sacs on the side of its body by inhaling. Its buoyant body allows it to float on top of the water, like this. Its body is a bit pudgy, which allows it to shrug off hits more easily. Its body is slightly bouncy. With the starter Pokémon established, there's just one question remaining. Who will you pick as your first partner Pokémon? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think of the video and on things I could improve for a future video. Like and subscribe if you liked what I did. It lets me know that you would like to see more. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.